All good things come to an end, and this arc delivered on so many levels. This is Mega Man NG, and I bring you up with another Tales of the TMNT episode review. This week, or rather tonight, we'll be talking about the last part of the Halloween/Monster Mash arc, Monsters Among Us. Here's the deal. I'm going to be providing my thoughts with a little bit of summary, as well as some of the things that I enjoyed. And believe me, there are so many things I liked about this episode, that even if it was for like 22 minutes, it is still impressive. Let us get started. Renet and the Turtles arrive back in the present, only for their home to become somewhat of an unholy epidemic. Time isn't on their side. Savanti rules, but knows the Turtles are still around. It doesn't help that Donatello would end up succumbing to Dracula's influence after an ambush. It now becomes a fight to save Manhattan and all of time. Can Leo, Mikey, and Renet be able to save their friends, stop Savanti and his horde of monsters, and save the world? Yeah, it is a fight to save the world. And how fitting that this is the conclusion to this Halloween arc, and good God, I love it. I love this arc so much that it is just, without a doubt, insane. I truthfully mean that. This episode was really incredible. I really enjoyed it big time, and right away you can tell that it's a big fight. And yeah, there were so many things that would transpire from it. Plus, everything from the entire arc from start to finish culminates in this big, epic last battle. And believe me, it is awesome. I mean that. There were a lot of good moments in the episode. There were so many good ones. Like, for example, Donatello turning into a vampire after being bit by a vampire April O'Neil is scary, and it adds more of the tension. Sure, he was fighting it for a while, but eventually he would succumb and make the situation a heck of a lot more harder. It really was sad seeing Donatello turn into a vampire bat, but at the same time also very cool. I really liked it. It really brought a lot of tension to the episode big time. And it made no better for the Turtles because now they were forced to fight. Although it made me have a gripe. I don't know why, but I think that Leonardo throughout the entire arc was being cold, calm, and collected. Like, for example, everyone was worried that Raph wouldn't be the same. He would be lost forever, and Leo just didn't care. Although eventually he did, because by that point, well, everything ended the way it did. There were a lot of good moments, like the huge fight that happens, and believe me, it was a big epic fight between Dracula, Savanti, all the other monsters, as well as the Turtles themselves. It was insane. And what made it even better? The time jumps. So many different jumps to time, and everyone was fighting for control of the scepter, leading to some pretty funny moments. Even Frank, aka the monster, had his shot at the scepter, and that didn't end up so well. It was actually kind of funny. But in the end, they were able to save the day, and what made it great? Mikey and Renet. They pretty much saved the day, and it was one of my favorite moments. Especially Mikey, who was twirling the staff that would be used to destroy Dracula once and for all. I mean, come on, he ends up being hero once again, just like how he was able to stop Cavacus in End Times. And yeah, I really gotta give the writers credit. They really give Mikey a chance to shine. Same for Renet, for all things considered. I really liked it big time. And truthfully, Savanti finally gets what he deserves. And how fitting. When he complained that they were in the Jurassic period, he said even ancient Egypt was better than this. How fitting, because that's going to be stuck there for a very long time. And since this is the last season, I believe this is the final fate for this guy. As for Renet, well, it's sad that we may never see him again. But it's hinted that, yeah, they would end up becoming a couple in the future. Who knows? Who knows for sure? Seeing Mikey and Renet together was just very heartwarming, especially at the end when Renet kisses Mikey. Just very, very, very emotional, and it was very well done. So what do I think about the episode? I rate it a 10. It is just that awesome. I love it. I love this episode a lot, and it is a truly awesome and solid end to an otherwise really amazing arc. I really enjoyed it. Compared to most of the other arcs, this one delivered. Not to mention, pays tributes to all the classic monsters. Really delivered tributes left and right. It felt really good. And since it is the last season, the writers really nailed it right here. They really nailed it. And overall, I enjoyed it big time. And if you have seen the episode, You guys will like it for sure. So, bottom line, I give this episode a solid 10 out of 10. The arc, a 9.5. Sure, there were a bit of problems at the start, but it's awesome all throughout, from start to finish. It is very good. So what happens now? The answer's simple. You guys know that tomorrow on Friday, Nicktoons Network will be airing the series finale of TMNT, which is pretty much the Wasteland arc, or rather the Carmageddon. However, I won't be seeing the episode until at least the day after, or it ends up online. When it does, I will be reviewing the episode on Sunday, and it's going to be a big review. The big review will pretty much consist of this. First and foremost will be my review of the last arc, and then my overall thoughts on the season. There will not be a top 5 countdown whatsoever. I'm just going to list out what I consider my favorite arcs. And there are many, trust me, there are many. But after this, I will be done with reviewing TMNT for a while until 2018, when the rise of the TMNT comes. The only thing I hope is that Nickelodeon doesn't let it suffer the same fate as this show. And it made me really upset that they decided to shuffle it off on Nicktoons Network due to poor ratings. That is sad, especially for many of us fans who really been watching the show since the start. It is truly a shame. It really is. But I will be explaining all of it when I do my series finale review. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode review, concluding the arc. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. Share this video around because I really need all the support I can get, and I do these reviews because I have fun, and plus I love the show. I don't want to express my honest feelings about it. And yes, on Sunday will be my series finale review. Bear in mind it will be a long one, so be ready for anything. Anyway, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. This is Mega Man NJ signing off. Peace out. Booyakasha!